Hello, lovelies. Today I'm reading a book by Jacquelin Woodson and illustrated by Rafael Lopez. It is called The Day You Begin. The Day You Begin. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you. Maybe it will be your skin, your clothes, or the curl of your hair. There will be times when no one understands the way words curl from your mouth, the beautiful language of the country you left behind. My name is Rigoberto. We just moved here from Venezuela. And because they don't understand, the room will fill with laughter until the teacher quiets everyone. Rigoberto from Venezuela, your teacher says so softly and beautifully that your name and homeland sound like flowers blooming and the first bright notes of a song. There will be times when the words don't come. Your own voice, once huge, now smaller. When the teacher asks, "What did you do last summer?" Tell the class your story. "We went to France," Chayla says. "These shells came from a beach in Maine." A boy named Jonathan holds out a jar filled with tiny shells so fragile they look like they'll turn to dust in your own untraveled hands. "My whole family went to India, Spain, South Carolina." Each souvenir a small triumph of a journey. Their travels go on and on. And as you stand in front of that room, you can only remember how the heat waved as it lifted off the curb, and your days spent at home caring for your little sister who made you laugh out loud and hugged you hard at nap time. You can only remember the books you kept on reading long after she had fallen to sleep. And in that room, where no one else is quite like you, you'll look down at your own empty hands and wonder, what good is this when the other students were flying and sailing and going somewhere? There will be times when the lunch your mother packed for you is too strange or unfamiliar for others to love as you do. Looks like she's got a bento box. It's little stacked up containers that have food in them. When even your own friend Nadia will wrinkle her nose and say, "What's in there anyway?" And you'll wonder how she doesn't see the rice beneath the meat and the kimchi. You'll wonder why she doesn't remember that rice is the most popular food in the world. There will be times when the climbing bars are too high, the run is too fast and far. The game isn't one you can ever really play. "I don't want him on our team." "You can watch. Maybe you can have a turn later." See? He feels very sad because he can't play the way the other kids play. Sometimes our bodies are different and our bodies can't do all the same things that some kids can do. But our bodies are still wonderful just the way they are. There will be times when the world feels like a place that you're standing all the way outside of. And all that stands beside you is your own brave self, steady as steel and ready even though you don't yet know what you're ready for. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you. until the day you begin to share your stories. My name is Angelina, and I spent my whole summer with my little sister. You tell the class, your voice stronger than it was a minute ago. Reading books and telling stories, and even though we were right on our block, it was like we got to go everywhere. Going on an adventure with her little sister? Because books take us on faraway adventures. Books are full of stories. Your name is like my sister's, Rigoberto says. Her name is Angelina too. All at once, in the room where no one else is quite like you, the world opens itself up a little wider to make some space for you. This is the day you begin to find the places inside your laughter and your lunches, your books, your travel and your stories, where every new friend has something a little like you and something else so fabulously not like you at all. New friends sharing stories. The end. Look at the kids playing. The day you begin. So this book is about the day you begin to open up a little bit and find new friends. I really, really like this story. I really like the story. When I was a little girl, I went to different schools all the time, and I was always the new girl. So I didn't have a lot of friends when I started, but I learned how to make friends very, very fast. And sometimes it's hard because sometimes you feel scared and you feel alone and you feel like nobody knows who you are or understands you, or maybe they don't have anything in common with you. Maybe you feel like they don't maybe you feel like they don't like you, or they don't want to play with you, or your lunch is weird. But if you talk to people, if you talk to the kids around you, you'll always find something that can bring you together, something that can make you a new friend. If you're very shy and it's hard to talk to people, maybe you'll find somebody who will be brave enough to come and talk to you, and you can talk to them just a little bit, as long as you're comfortable. But it's such a wonderful thing to find new friends, and it's a beautiful thing to share our stories, because remember, what does Doc Jana say? You are beautiful, and you are loved, and you are perfect just the way you are. And so finding new friends is about sharing with people you're beautiful, and sharing with people the things that make you special just the way you are. So I hope that you get to make new friends soon, and I hope that you remember that you're never alone. Take care.